I actually was able to watch football this weekend.
I didn't get to watch all of it. I gotta watch some snippets of some.
Mm-hmm. I was able to watch the whole Iowa State game. So before we
Yeah.
start getting into the NFL, I mean, I'm just gonna go over to that one. How'd the Huskers do?
Are we recording? Are we ready to go?
Yeah, we're recording. Yeah.
So we started out. Yeah, I gotta pull it up. We started out great. Everyone was happy. Because this is I'm gonna just read you off how the drives went.
Okay.
The Nebraska got it in the first quarter. Took it in 9 plays, touchdown.
Yeah.
They good. Minnesota punted. So we're like, okay. Next possession, field goal. Feeling really good. A nice 10-0 lead in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Minnesota punt. And Nebraska punts.
Yeah.
Minnesota punts. Nebraska punts. Minnesota punts. Nebraska punts. Minnesota ends it with into the second period. They get a field goal. Now it's a 7-point game. Nebraska punt. Minnesota punt. Nebraska punt. Now, let me tell you this about the punts. I'm just going to go back up.
Yeah.
It was... Okay, Nebraska has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive 3-and-outs.
Yeah.
Like, back to back to back. After that, three plays, interception.
Okay.
That interception turns into a touchdown. So, something that started out so beautifully literally went to nothing. And I mean, like, okay, so for the 3-and-outs,
yeah,
they spent 56 seconds, a minute 20 seconds, a minute 13 seconds, a minute 26, a minute 44. Like, absolutely no time of possession. We did nothing on offense with it.
Jesus Christ.
And now we have a fucking, I guess, one of our safeties got in a DUI in Minnesota, so he's out this next game. So, and I think us as Nebraska fans were very optimistic, where they're like, okay, we're up by 10.
Yeah.
And it just, we just kept like, okay, they haven't scored, or we're only up by 3, and then when it became because what they
in the third and fourth quarter, they scored a touchdown and a field goal.
Yes, which pretty much iced it for.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they got a field goal
in the fourth quarter.
In the third, or
no, Nebraska got a field goal in the fourth quarter.
I'm looking at Minnesota.
Oh yeah. They
Minnesota tied it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it just says end of second, but it doesn't tell me where the third or fourth one. It's right here. Fucking. Yeah. So we scored 10 in the first. They scored 10 in the third.
Yep.
And then they scored another 10 in the fourth, and we got 3 in the fourth. So.
Yep. I also forgot that we watched the game together. K-State and Texas.
Yeah. I want to talk to you about that one. Literally everyone that I talked to, because you remember what I was doing at the time when you told me to call, when you called me saying that we should get on and watch that game? You remember what I told you I was doing?
Weren't you out somewhere?
Nope. I was here watching.
No, you were playing Alabama. You were watching Alabama.
I was watching Alabama versus LSU,
yeah.
Which I've been told was a really great game, one of the all-time classics, and I gotta miss it because K-State couldn't fulfill a comeback.
Yeah, the K-State game was kind of pitiful at the end. Like, Texas came out big, and they just kept on going, and then they got into the second half. Or not K-State, Texas. Texas they started off strong, got in the second half, and just could not, like, hold anything. and they only got a field goal in the fourth quarter. Like, they did not score anything at all. While fucking K-State was able to score a touchdown in the first, field goal in the second, another touchdown in the third, and then had a touchdown and a field goal. And in the last quarter of the game, and I think that's when we started watching it, it was just wild. Like, I think there was 3 fumbles. Let me double check. There was 3.
I know in that last drive,
So
they fumbled it twice, but they recovered one time, and then the last time, Texas got it back.
Texas fumbled twice. K-State fumbled 3 times.
Is this all fumbles with the other team recovering, or?
So, yeah, all of them lost.
Kansas State fumbled, but they recovered it because I think it went out of bounds.
K-State only lost 1 fumble. Texas lost both of theirs. It also says Texas recovered 2. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It off some light.
But yeah, there was just like a fuck ton of fumbles right there at the end of the game. And it was just crazy watching the ball go back and forth, right?
Right.
And it was within 1 touchdown the whole time, like in the fourth quarter, and they're just fumbling back and forth. And it's just like, all right, who's going to capitalize on this? And they're marching down the field, then they fumble, then the other team marches down the field. And you're just like, what's going to happen? And then Adrian Martinez throws an interception.
Yeah.
Right there at the end of the game. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like,
Wait. He didn't throw an interception in the game. He fumbled it because it was a strip sack.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm mixing up my 2 things. Yeah. But he did throw an interception like when they were marching down the field.
I'm just going to confirm.
Yeah. Go ahead and confirm. I'm also going to start pushing the NFL while you're confirming.
Yeah.
So last week, week 9, we had made our predictions.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I came out the loser both times in our head-to-head, so that means you have to have a little punishment for me.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even come up with a punishment.
I'm going to go to the gym after this, so you can try to do like a gym one, and then I can film it.
Nah. I'm going to think for this Saturday when we're hanging out.
I was trying to get something for the viewers so that they can...
No, I'll record it and just put it on the video. The next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will... Nothing with Malorts, though.
Only Malorts now, since you said not to.
I'm not doing it.
So
I will straight up quit this podcast.
We're both right on the Eagles. Eagles won against the Texans 29-17. Let's go into Sunday. Chargers beat the Falcons. We were both right there. That's 2 for 2 on us. Dolphins against the Bears. We both were right again. Yeah, Dolphins 35-32.
Yeah, that was a closer game then.
Yeah,
a lot of these games were closer except for the Texans and Eagles.
And the Bengals and Panthers. That one was fucking...
That one was the first game that was really not close.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon had himself a fucking day. Scored 5 touchdowns?
Yeah, the motherfucker got 53 points on fantasy.
Were you going versus Tom?
I was going against Josh, and he had him.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Josh did have Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
But you still came out with him, didn't you?
Barely. If it wasn't for Joe Mixon, it would have been a blowout.
Well, here's the thing. I think because he didn't have a defense, and I'm pretty sure he had a tight end missing or something like that, too.
Yeah.
So he could have beat you, but by the grace of God, you made it.
It would have only been because of Joe Mixon.
Now, the Packers and the Lions, man.
Yeah, that was the next game. Packers and Lions. I said Lions, and you said Packers, so I won that one.
I didn't expect Aaron Rodgers throwing 3 interceptions. I didn't expect that. He threw 3 interceptions.
No.
I'm pretty sure 2 of them were at the goal, like red zone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The Packers are 1-4 when they're away this season.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
Do you have the ESPN up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I did do all this research beforehand, so I look good.
Okay. Patriots and the Colts, 26-3. We both said Pats.
Patriots?
Yeah, we both said Pats.
Okay.
We both had the Bills though against the Bills Jets.
Hold on, wait. The Patriots, they got me 26 points in fantasy because they had 9 sacks.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, bro, they went off, and I think they also got there's a turnover I think in there. I think like a block field goal or something. I can't remember. Oh, we did both have the Bills, didn't we?
Yeah, we both lost on that one.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, what's that? Is that the only together we've lost for?
Yeah, that's the only one together we've lost for. Vikings. Vikings again. Yeah, we both won. We were both right on the Vikings.
Have you seen all those Kirk Cousins where he's like chained up, shirtless?
Yeah, he's just got all the chains and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders and Jaguars. Jaguars came out on top 27-20. We both had the Jags. Yep.
Okay, good.
I had the Seahawks beating the Cards.
That was a closer game.
That was 31-21. What are you talking about? That's 10 points.
In the later half of the game, because in the fourth quarter, here, let me pull up the.
I got you. So it was 3-7 in the first quarter. Fucking 10-0 Seahawks in the second quarter. Fucking 17-14 in the third quarter. And then they ended out fucking 31-21 in the fourth.
You're not doing it justice. So the Seahawks led in the first. They had field goal. Cardinals came back with a touchdown. And then punt. Seahawks came with a touchdown. So they're up by 3.
Mm-hmm.
I keep snickering, and I don't know if it's from me. Then the next scoring play was a pick 6, followed up by a touchdown.
Yeah.
By the Seahawks. So they're starting to pull away at this point. But then I thought they still had enough time for Kyler Murray to maybe mount something. Mm-hmm. They got a touchdown, then the Seahawks got a touchdown, and then they couldn't do anything on it got a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
But I thought it was, 10 points is not that of a league.
It's still a 2-point or a 2-score game. Like anything over than a score game, like a 1-touchdown game, I call a blowout in football. Because you got to think about the time it takes to push down the field. Just like in between plays and how you have to push down, score a touchdown, and then come back again and try again to push down the field.
Are you insane? You think anything over 2 scores is a blowout?
Okay, like not a complete blowout, but it's a blowout. Like to me, I would take a loss like that. Like it's not like, oh, it's a close game.
If it's 10 points, I'm looking at that like 2 scoring plays and we're actually winning. So say we get the ball back, we're doing a 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
The point is you get down from A to B in less than 2 minutes, which most teams can do with still, let's be reasonable, 30 to 40 seconds. Like, hey, with the Rams losing, Tom Brady had 44 seconds to go down the field, and they scored a touchdown.
Okay, so...
And Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, that AFC game, they only had seconds, and they were scoring back and forth. So I think if you had a 2-minute drill, you go all the way down the field. This is just a hypothetical. You go all the way down the field, you score. Let's say 2-minute drill, you did 1:20 to do that. You still have 40 seconds to kick it onside, go up, whoever your kicker is, 10 to 20 yards, which is not that much time. Like if you get a good play, depending on how many times you have and how you use the sidelines. Kick a field goal, like tied it up, or on that touchdown, if you go for a 2-point conversion, make it 8 points, and then go for the field goal, then you're up by 1. I don't think 10 points is justified for a blowout.
Okay, so my wording's wrong on that. I would still not call it a close game, though. Because you have to do so much more to get back in the lead. I think if you can keep it within a one-score game, I would call that close no matter what. Like, if you can just drive down the field, score a touchdown, or get the field goal, and it's at least tied or winning. Because personally, as like a player, like that always hurt more when I knew it was more than just one score out of the way, because that means we failed on both sides of the field.
Okay,
Does
but
that
hold
make
on.
sense?
How about this? In 2003, the Colts with Peyton Manning were down, and they had 4 minutes, and they scored 21 points in those 4 minutes to come back and win.
But that's Peyton Manning. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Who are we talking about? You think Geno Smith and Kyler Murray, like those two are both kind of like they're not etching each other out for like greatness. I think they're both pretty mediocre right now.
Yeah.
I would say, given Geno his credit, I would say give him comeback player of the year so far.
Oh, like, yeah, I'd agree.
He's in right now. Give that man comeback player of the year because everyone's doubting him out and he's doing very well.
He's 6-3. Like,
and I think in that division they're number one.
Yeah. I would say put him in for comeback player of the year. I agree.
At least the conversation.
I'd put him in top 5.
I say top 3 for comeback player of the year.
I was being a little bit, lenient, but
I get you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the runner. I'm not saying he's the winner right now, but I think he's definitely in that conversation.
Yeah. But I'm also saying, like, if he ends up, let's say they finish out, how many games are in this?
18.
18? There's 18 now? Oh, Jesus. So.
Is there? Hold on,
Yeah, there's fucking 18 weeks. Holy shit.
18 with the bye, so you're really like 17.
Yeah. So there's 17 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. If they fucking finish out 10-3, maybe let's call it 8-4, anywhere within there, 8-4. I say he's still like top ballot, but like the more wins he gets and the better he plays.
What week are we in?
We're in week. Last week was week 9. We're going into week 10 this weekend.
Oh, so there's still, depending if you haven't had your bye week, you can still have like 7 games left.
Yeah.
Okay. Because 8-4 is 12. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was fucking on my math.
You're good.
Mind you, I've been drinking.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Where am I? Oh yeah. Going on to the Rams and Bucks. You were just talking about that. 16-13.
It was a really disappointing game, like, for a fan to watch, because, like, you're watching look at the first half. It was 7-6.
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, I'm not comfortable with a 1-score lead. I don't think or it's not even a 1-score lead, a 1-point lead.
Yeah.
The Rams come out, they get, I think, 2 field goals. Make it 13, and then Tom Brady does Tom Brady things and comes back. But I mean, it's offensive ineptitude that I feel like everyone's trying to blame Matt Stafford on, but you really can't when a lot of the plays are just predictable. If you're just gonna always throw to Cooper Kupp, you have no run production, and Matt Stafford got sacked 5 times?
Let me double check for you.
Either 5 or 6 times that game. So no protection. You have like no talent on the offensive line.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4. He got sacked 4 times.
I think 3 of which were Via Vea.
Yeah, Via Vea had 2. Fucking Nunez had 1, and Avery had 1.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yep. Well, I know I'm right because I'm looking at the fucking box scores.
No, yeah.
Yeah. The Titans and the Chiefs went into overtime.
I really think the Titans could have won if they kept handing Derrick Henry the ball. In the second half,
Yeah.
he only had 7 touches. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's stupid. Fucking. Man, look. All
But
right,
if he's tired, I get that because I think every scoring play of a touchdown involved him in some fashion because their rookie quarterback really didn't. I don't think he really knew what he was doing back there. Like, especially like that last drive when he got sacked back to back, he was just running, scrambling, trying to make like Lamar Jackson moves.
Yeah.
He should have just thrown the fucking ball away. Because can you pull up the last drive? How many yards they lost from his 2 sacks? I'm pretty sure it was like 4th and 20.
He was sacked three times for 23 yards in total.
Yeah.
Fucking Derrick Henry, 17 carries, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And I think if he's your kind of like bread and butter right now, because Ryan Tannehill's out, I don't even know what the fuck he's out for. Like, I know he was sick last week, but I don't know why he was out this week.
I'll Google it here.
But
Willis, my guy,
the ball.
So like, for the amount of like catches, or like, he had 5 catches, right? Or completions, sorry, and they were for 80 yards. Granted, he was 5 for 16, not the best, but like if in those 5 yards he still got or 5 catches or completions, he got 80 yards. Imagine if he just thrown the ball a little bit more.
Well, look who he threw the ball to. It's not Robert Woods or the other guy whose name I can't think of right now.
Okonuwu, Hooper and Haskins. Okuna. I'm not going to try that anymore. And then Haskins. And then Dillard.
Yeah.
And Dillard was for fucking negative yards. Ryan Tannehill injury. All right.
Yeah, Robert Woods had no targets, or excuse me, he had 2 targets, no catches, and he's supposed to he was our starting number 1 wide receivers in the Rams, and he was honestly underused, and I think that's why we traded him.
Yeah,
but he has not done shit since he's been to Tennessee, and I feel bad for Tennessee fans.
So this is what's up on. I forgot the website. Fucking Tennessee's Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill has missed the last 2 games because of an ankle injury, and while the signal caller says he's progressing, he's still dealing with pain. And that was from the Titans wire. So.
Okay, I thought I saw some that said he was sick last week, but.
Now he's got ankle pain. And then we were both right on the Ravens. So, I mean.
That one was, dude, like, okay, what happened to James Winston? Is he injured, or did they just pull him out for Andy Dalton?
I don't know. All right, cool. Let me double check. Jameis Winston.
Even, like, Taysom Hill even had some action, but I mean,
injury.
They're starting to get their stride.
Why Andy Dalton is
early on is dumb mistakes by fucking John Harbaugh.
Why Andy Dalton is starring instead of Jameis Winston. When the Saints opened, instead, however, the injury bug bit Winston once again. Now at the midpoint of the season, he is no longer the starter.
Oh.
Here's what to know about the Saints quarterback battle. Oh, Winston had to miss their Week 4 game in London because of back and ankle injuries.
Oh, and then ever since then, they've just been letting Andy Dalton take over.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just been able to outperform him.
Huh. Okay. Well, I don't know if you saw for the Panthers, Baker Mayfield came back in. I think he threw like one touchdown.
Did we cover the Panthers? Who'd they play against?
I just went away.
Oh, the Bengals.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, Baker Mayfield threw 2 touchdowns. Fucking.
Oh, 2? My bad.
He was 14 for 20 with 155 yards of passing, 2 touchdowns.
Do you think they're gonna keep him in next week, or do you think they go back to PJ Walker?
I don't know. Because PJ Walker's 3 for 10 with 9 yards of passing and 2 interceptions. So of his 10 passes, 2 of them were interceptions and 3 of them were actual completions.
Yeah.
He has a QBR rating of 2.6 for that game.
They're playing Thursday night, so.
Hey, we'll see what happens. We talked about we didn't talk about the World Series. Fucking that should have been the first thing we talked about. It was the fucking Houston winning, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, they won in Game 6. Actually, we watched like the end part of that game, didn't we?
The whole series was honestly fun. Like,
yeah.
If you're a Phillies fan, I don't think you need to be upset with it.
Mm-hmm. No, all around it was a pretty well fought match. Like I only looked at highlights, but all around it was like a pretty well fought battle on offense and defense. I just think Houston had the bats rolling a little bit better than the Phillies overall.
The Phillies were good. Like, they were good at kind of rallying with the bats, but not really starting with the bats, except for that one game where they had, like, I think 5 or 6 home runs. The thing that I don't like about baseball so far is, like, I like when the NFL does the NFL honors and they do, like, the whole kind of award show thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that. I've just been getting articles about, like, so for Aaron Judge and Paul Goldschmidt, they both won the Hank Aaron Award Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Award the most outstanding offensive performer in each league. So that's cool because I think those two are conversation of NL. So for NL MVPs, you have Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, and then I think Manny Machado is the other one. And then for AL, I know Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani, and then there's another one. I can't think of what his name is right now. But I like the NFL honors where they have like the whole like thing and like they do it. What is it? The night before the Super Bowl, I believe.
It's like right around or just like it's.
Have you seen the comedians when they do their like opening monologues through it? A lot of those are, especially like even the ESPN, the SBs, I believe is what they're called. Some of those are really good too. When
Peyton Manning came out there and started roasting everybody.
Have you seen the Norm Macdonald one?
No, I didn't.
It's a good one. Go watch that one. It's a long one too. It's like a huge musical act.
Let's hope we don't get copyrighted.
Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. No, watch it. I might watch it today at the gym just to refresh me, but I'm pretty sure they have like a good musical act in there.
So you don't want to watch it then?
I don't think we can watch it here.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want another
potential.
Copyright.
Well, I've never actually had any videos taken down so far. Yeah. Was there any other big news that fucking happened? I don't remember seeing much. Let me go to ESPN Home just to double check. Oh shit! The Penguins are beating the Capitals 3-0 into the second.
Ooh, Matt Stafford's in concussion protocol.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't know that.
pretty big. Actually, you know what? You know what's pretty big right now?
What?
Trade. Into the trade deadlines are coming up. It's mid-season.
Yeah, the trade deadline's already happened.
Oh, it already happened?
Yeah. I'm upset because the Rams didn't really do a whole lot with the trade deadline. I think they should have went out and tried to get like an offensive lineman. Here, I'm gonna try.
So the majority of stuff that I'm seeing right now is just all about basketball.
Yeah, you can talk about basketball, buddy.
I honestly have just not been watching it.
I haven't been watching hockey either, man. I've just been kind of like putting it on the back burner, and like it's one of those things that like if I have time, I'll throw it on. I just haven't thrown it on.
And like I'm gonna be honest, like if I'm watching basketball, I'm watching the teams I like. So is this gonna be Iowa State or the Rockets? Let me look up Iowa State because they're supposed to be
college basketball.
I like college basketball more than professional.
Aren't you're more college guy all around though, right?
A little bit more, yeah.
Hmm.
Iowa State won their first game, but it was against like a nobody team, 88-39. So when did they come into K-State or KU?
If they come to K-State, I might try to get some time off and go watch them with you.
All right, so February 18th it's a Saturday too. They play K-State at 5 p.m. That's like perfect timing. And tickets right now are as low as $20. Like this weekend,
When's my birthday, man?
February 9th. 19th?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's perfect for your birthday.
You don't want to go watch a college basketball game on my birthday?
Well, not on your birthday, the day before your birthday.
I guess that's fair.
Shit, I might try and put it in for a 4-day weekend that weekend then, so that... Oh my god, they play fucking Omaha. Oh, but dude, it's in Ames. God damn it. God, I'd have to put...
Monday's President's Day. Do you guys get that off?
No, we don't. We don't have that day off.
Never mind then.
So they have a game against KU on January 14th. But those are $85. Yeah, I don't want to risk that.
No, I think because I could also try to do like a 4-day, like try to do maybe Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday in that next week.
For your birthday weekend?
Yeah, because I can try to do Friday, Saturday with you in Iowa, or excuse me, Kansas, and then
go back home
Sunday, Monday, and then do whatever stuff with the family.
I'm honestly down. Like, we can look at where we want to be seated together this weekend. Like, I'll buy the tickets.
Oh, shit. Say less.
Yeah, like, I'll fucking send it on the tickets, and so that we can watch fucking basketball together. That'd be fun. And if any of the boys want to join us, they'd have to pay me, but, you know.
I could ask Aaron, but I doubt he would want to. Tom's gonna be gone by then.
Yeah, he will.
And then Josh, I don't know if he'd be working, but I also don't know if he'd be down to watch basketball.
Yeah. Aaron would probably go for just the experience, like not even like you just like show up.
I'll talk to him about it. We'll see what he says.
Is Aaron there?
He is, but
is he just doing his own thing?
What? Do you want to go on February 18th and watch a basketball game?
A basketball game?
Yeah, college. Okay, I didn't think so. He said no.
What a pussy.
Aaron, he looked honestly baffled that I'd even ask him. He's like, no, what the fuck type of question is that?
Like, what platform would I have fun with that?
Well,
Because
there's
it's my
college chicks in Manhattan, Kansas,
college chicks.
and it's a Saturday night.
Talk to because I'll be too busy stuttering.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll just get you more
You
drunk.
wouldn't want to go, man. You wouldn't want to get a first-hand taste of the Kansas beer that we had.
No.
You know.
Okay.
We're just gonna party it up.
Do they sell Outlaw at
Hey, don't fucking bring that shit up.
Oh man, that's too
I
bad.
don't do that anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wearing the shirt that just really wanted to see.
But no, I think that'd be a good experience, and we can try to film something for the 3 followers that watch us.
How many? I didn't pay attention to last week's fucking who all viewed us. I need to double check. See if there's
I've
any
done really
comments.
Even with the
We got 3 views,
for,
no likes. Oh, some dude just trying to promote his fucking channel too on my fucking comments.
oh, that's gay. What'd he say? Like, what's his stuff?
Nice video, nice video, guys. I love watching other growing football channels like myself. Keep it up. His name is Ultimate
that'd be-
Scout. I mean, it was a nicer, I
Nice.
liked it. It was a nicer comment. He's got 86 subscribers, way better than us.
Addy Light's gonna talk about.
We got 19 actually. I'm pretty surprised about that.
Well, most of that's with you.
Nah, it was a mix. Definitely some of like,
Ultimate Scouter, you said?
what's up?
What'd you say his name was?
Ultimate Scouting.
Outing. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I see him.
yeah. I wonder if he's gonna come back and like watch this and just be like, hold up.
Honestly, I mean, he actually put some like editing and stuff. I'm gonna actually watch a video of his while I'm on the stairs today and see what he says, or see what. And who knows? Maybe we can get him on here and he can talk to us.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's send it.
Um,
Also, I need to reach out to AJ. I wanted to do that same week as fucking me and the woman that won't be named broke up. But like everything just kind of fell apart and shit. And I just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just now thinking like, oh yeah, I was going to do this.
I would say wait till the season's over.
Well, I can still hit him up and see like, hey, if he wants to come on at the end of the season.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be a busy guy.
Yeah. He might want to go out and party. Knowing him.
We were at Beat Ups and they had him playing.
Oh, they had his jersey or him playing up there?
Well, it was actually, I can't remember. I think it was the other team's offense and their defense. Like, it was like the final drive, and they ended up losing from it. So I didn't really get to see the best part of it.
We also need to hit up CJ too and see if he wants to talk as well after the Huskers.
Yeah, we can try. I just don't know how much you'd be willing to talk about it.
Well, I mean, we
or
could
if he
just
has anything,
convince
do you
him.
think he'd have anything positive to say either?
Depends on how the rest of their season goes.
That's fair.
All right, I'm gonna clear out our fucking prediction card. Oh, actually, nah, I don't want to fucking. I was thinking of like keeping a track score on here of like what we got right. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I was wrong by 3? You were wrong by 2?
Yeah. Let me just recolor code this shit. Fucking, we both had the Jags. We both
I was
lost
wrong
the
on
Bills.
both. Wait. I was wrong on both of my guesses.
Yep,
I have 2, and then we're wrong on
the Rams.
The
We're
Rams.
both wrong on the Rams and the Bills.
Oh, so I have 4 and you have 2.
Yes.
Okay.
So fucking there is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait. I can't count. Yeah, 13. Okay. So there's 13 games, and I was fucking 11 for 13.
Pretty good.
And you were 9 for 13. All right, cool. Now let's fucking make this shit all white. And let's go up to next week's fucking... Alright, so... Falcons, Panthers. I'm going to go Falcons.
I think Falcons is the best pick. I don't really see the Panthers doing much for the rest of the year.
I 100% agree. Steelers, Saints. I don't know how to swing on this one, honestly. Like, my heart's telling me Steelers, but, like, they're also both not the best teams either. And also, at the same time, both teams have showed life of being a really good team.
Steelers, Saints, huh?
I'm gonna go Steelers. I'm sticking with my team.
They're playing in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Who's gonna be there? Is it Kenny Pickett?
It's probably gonna be Kenny Pickett.
Man. Who can you tell me who's it that the Saints played last week? I can't remember. Oh, it was the Falcons, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wait, no. They played the Ravens and they lost 27-13.
Oh yeah, sorry, they're the Monday night game. You know what? I don't have a good reason for it, but I'm gonna say the Saints.
Okay. You're going with your gut. That's all that matters. Like, you're sticking to a decision.
Reasoning behind it, right?
Seahawks, Bucks. I am honestly gonna go Seahawks on this one. I think this is the first. This is the first time. That I've gone against Tom Brady, and I'm confident about it. Like, so far since we've been doing this and making our predictions.
You picked the Rams last week against Brady.
Okay, but it wasn't with confidence, like I just said.
Oh, okay. You're saying with confidence.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Like, I'm going Seahawks on this one with full confidence.
Well, I'll tell you. I think whatever Pete Carroll's doing over there is starting to work for him.
Yeah, I agree.
I think as long as they can protect Geno and he doesn't get sacked, 5 times like Matt Stafford, I think the Seahawks have a really good chance to win. It's 7-3.
So I'm guessing you're gonna go with Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks.
All right. Vikings, Bills.
Oh.
Ooh, but the Vikings are 7-1.
Yes.
And the Bills are supposed to be like one of the best teams in the league right now.
But they're not sure if Josh Allen's gonna play. I think he's questionable right now.
Yes. And it's fucking freaking me out on fantasy too.
Man, that is so like I think if Josh Allen's in, for me it's hard to pick against Josh Allen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said that he played like shit last week, but I mean, it's a close game, and I think the Jags are kind of underrated this year. Same thing with Vikings. I think they're also underrated.
Yeah.
But who have they played? So
Since you're on like your 300 Guardian, whatever,
I mean, if you look at who
are the Vikings your favorite football team?
the Vikings have won against, yeah,
So they have the Packers. They lost against the Eagles. They beat the Lions, Saints, Bears, Dolphins, Cardinals, and Commanders.
and I mean, a lot of those games are pretty fucking close.
So when they played the Dolphins, they didn't have
Lions?
Tua in there.
Yes, correct.
So the Packers, they won 23-7. Eagles, they lost 24-7.
Yeah, so I'm putting those two as a wash. They beat the Lions by 4.
Yep.
They beat the Saints by 3.
Yep.
Beat the Bears by 7.
Yep.
These are all one-score games until you get to the Dolphins, the Cardinals. The
And then
Commanders was a
Right back to the
game.
Commanders is a 1-point game.
So, like, you can kind of see why they're like underrated as a 7-1 team because they're really beating big game
Yeah.
teams. But I think if they go out there and they beat the Bills and they become 8-1,
They really
People are
submit
gonna start
themselves.
going
They're
like-
going to take them seriously. I agree with you on that.
they're going in to Buffalo. They're playing at Buffalo.
Yep.
So, man, honestly, it's hard to make a pick without knowing if Josh Allen's going to be in right now. I'm going to say if he's in, if Josh Allen's playing, I'm going for the Bills. If Josh Allen is not playing, I'm going to go with the Vikings.
All right, I'm going to agree with you on this one. If Josh Allen, I'm just going to put JA on mine as well. On the side, Bills JA, but like
Yeah.
I don't know how to really break that shit up, but like if Josh Allen's in, Bills. If Josh Allen's out, Vikings. I 100% agree with you on that. I think he's the deciding factor. Because who do they have as their fucking backup? The
Who,
Bills.
the Bills?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Is it
what's his
Tyrod?
name? Hold on. There's no way it's Tyrod Taylor. Hold up, wait a minute. No, it's Matt Barkley or
Oh.
Case Keenum.
Case
I
Keenum
was-
wasn't a bad quarterback though. I mean, like he wasn't the worst.
He's average.
Yeah.
I would assume they would maybe put in Case Keenum over Matt Barkley, but I could be wrong.
All right. So Lions Bears. I'm gonna stick with Lions on this one.
I'm also going to stick with the Lions because I feel like this is going to be a pretty close game because I feel like both of those teams have just really close games.
Yeah.
Except for when the Lions played the Patriots. That was not a close game.
No, it wasn't. Titans Broncos. I'm going Titans. That's a too easy of a pick.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Broncos fans right now.
I don't like them.
What's wrong with Broncos fans?
Live in Colorado. They're the worst.
Okay, fair enough. You're right.
Jaguars Chiefs.
Oh, it's way too small.
I'm gonna go Chiefs. I'd like the Jaguars to win, just because I don't like Patty Mahomes. But being
Well, the way
realistic,
I'm looking at it, sorry to cut you off, but the way I'm looking at it, the Jags are 1-3 away, while the Chiefs are 3-1 at home. So, I'm gonna go with Chiefs at home.
yeah, that's why I said being realistic. Chiefs winning. What I'd like to happen, Jaguars.
Yeah, we're probably gonna hang out after the gym because
That's why I'll cook dinner.
Josh and Tom are coming over. The freeloaders, I know. It's funny. I think Josh is listening to this right now.
Is he? I don't know.
I think he texted me saying stuff, but I didn't want to repeat it on here.
Nah, that's fine. It's whatever. Browns against the Dolphins, I'm going Dolphins all day.
This is stuff that we don't even need to break down. Like
No.
I don't see what we're breaking down here. Some of this stuff is just too like.
But like we're getting to that point in the season now though where like there's not even like a breakdown to it unless like there's a like the Lions where they've lost pretty much every single game they've lost has been a close loss and like it really could have been like 50-50.
I feel like as we get in, there's gonna be some spoiler alert games. There's gonna be, or excuse me, not spoiler, upset alerts and fucking.
Oh yeah.
Even like, I feel like there's not any serious injuries that's happened this year yet.
No, like other than
It's not
Tua,
team.
and
Concussions, yeah, concussions all around the league, but there hasn't been like a serious leg break. Got and then
Yeah.
like season-ending stuff where you're like, oh man, that team was doing well until that happened.
well, fucking Jamal Williams, my running back on fantasy, he got hurt
With the
week.
Lions.
He got hurt week 3 or 4. And he didn't come back till this week.
Really, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, and like he fucking showed up this week. Like he was showing up before the beginning part of the season. Like probably my
Well, if the
highest
Lions
producing.
get Jamal Williams back, then yeah, I think it's easy to fucking
Yeah.
put Jamal Williams. Yeah.
Like Jamal Williams was showing up for like the first 3 games that I had him, and then he was injured. And I'm like, okay, who would I put in as running back? And every single time I threw someone in there, along with Miles Sanders, they're like, injured. Okay, get a new running back. Injured. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And then first week, Jamal Williams comes back. Fucking, I think it was like 20 points or something like that. And I'm just like, fuck yeah. Texans, Giants, that's an easy choice. Giants.
Yeah, I feel bad. because
Danny
I feel like
Dimes.
everyone on the Texans is really upset about being on the Texans.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they draft. I don't think you can get traded into Texans. I don't think anyone wants to get put into Texan uniform right now. So I feel like you got to get drafted and you have to build up that team. Because Brandon Cooks is not happy he wants to be there. Davis Mills is not performing. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Davis Mills. How long has he been in here? And he's not a, highly rated quarterback.
Yeah.
So
And then here's another
you know what I
hard
get?
one.
What's that?
The Colts Raiders, like,
So here's the thing: they're playing in Las Vegas.
yep. Which means they don't have any fans showing up.
No, I think Raider fans are pretty fucking diehard. Even if they're not in Oakland anymore, I feel like they still kind of show up and show out. They're loud, and I mean, if you look at it, Raiders are 2-1 at home, which means both of their wins have been at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Colts are 1-3-1 away. So, especially with the Colts wildly underperforming and Matt Ryan getting pulled out, so you basically kind of lost your leadership. Jonathan Taylor being a huge bust. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
When you said the 2-1, like all their wins have been at home, I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, that's pretty good logic. I'm gonna choose Raiders.
Yeah.
I forgot how to type there for a second. Cowboys Packers, and as much
Cowboys.
as this hurts me to say it, but the Cowboys.
I hate saying it too, but I mean,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers has practically no one to throw to.
And like even like it's not that like they're not getting open. They're getting open. They're just not catching it.
That too. Or you have Aaron Rodgers last week throwing 3 interceptions.
Yeah. Fucking I thought I sent you this TikTok, but it was like Richard Sherman talking with someone else. And I think it was someone that was on the Packers. And they were just straight up talking shit on all the receivers. They're like,
No, you didn't send that to me, I don't think.
I'm gonna have to look through my liked videos and I'll send it to you. But it was fucking hilarious. Like they're just dogging on all the fucking Packers wide receivers, and they're like, Aaron Rodgers should go to a different team. Like pull a Tom Brady,
Yeah.
go win a Super Bowl with a different team, and then just fall apart from there.
See, and everyone tells me that it's crazy, and they don't see that They see Aaron Rodgers is either going to retire next season, but they're like, yeah, he's never going to play for a different team. I was like, I don't think so. Like, I mean, look at Brett Favre.
Yep.
Look at Peyton Manning. Look at Tom Brady. All the greats, at least right now, have not been playing all, their whole career for one team.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's totally out of the realm of possibility that Aaron Rodgers wants out because he's not a huge fan of Matt LaFleur, from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
The only nameable wide receiver on their team right now is God, I can't even think of his name. He's been all around the league though. Fuck, what is his name?
I'm honestly fucking blanking on it. Let me pull up their depth chart and let's see if we can fucking. Alan Lazard.
Nope, not him. Like, yeah, he's the number one guy, but there's another guy. He's older.
Sammy
Can you
Watkins.
read off? Thank you, Sammy Watkins. That's the only guy with name value to me on their wide receiver core. You look at their running backs, but you can't win a whole game off of AJ Jones or Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon.
Yeah, so like they got their running back Aaron Jones.
Yep.
They got Alan Lazard. Fucking
Ooh, he's occasional hands.
Romeo Dubes, Sammy Watkins. They got Amari Rogers, Samori Tower, Christian Watson, Randall Cobb. He's on
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb's on IR.
Yeah.
Robert Tonya and like Josiah DeGuara for tight ends. Like,
yeah,
I've never heard of them, to be honest. Like,
it's hard. It's hard for Aaron Rodgers to be successful.
But
I will say,
go ahead.
I'll say the Packers fans are being so like they're spoiled as shit because I think this is the first season in like 7 or 8 years that they haven't looked good. Like,
yeah,
come on, man. Like, so even if Aaron Rodgers is like, okay, all this happening, I think if he gets what he wants and he gets better offensive tools, and they don't draft like another Jordan Love, with like a first overall pick, like,
yeah,
because a lot of people are like, why draft a quarterback when we have a franchise quarterback? Like, yeah, he's not gonna be around forever, but you can kind of think about that as he's getting closer to retirement. You can still see him playing for another 2 or 3 seasons, give or take.
Yeah, like it's not that he's playing well, like what we were saying earlier. It's not that he's not playing well. The people around him are just not at his level.
Correct. Yeah.
Moving on though, Cardinals Rams. I'm gonna go Rams because the new game mode for Modern Warfare 2 is coming out, and just like how I said, there was a double XP weekend, and the Cardinals lost. I'm sticking with that. Like,
well, I really hope the Rams can win. Like,
so like
here's the thing: Matt Stafford's in protocol right now for concussion. So it would be John Wolford, who I think he can hold the fort. Like he can hold the fort down.
Yeah.
And he can play QB. Especially now that Cam Akers is back.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we were trading him away, but they ended up not doing it.
So here's a pretty
hoping.
interesting one.
And Aaron Donald fucks up the Cardinals. I think he had earlier this season he had his 100th career sack against the Cardinals, and I think he has like 13 or 14 all time against Kyler Murray. So
it's a good matchup then. And with him being distracted with the new game mode coming out, Like, Aaron Donald's just going to be able to eat him up.
Yes, hopefully.
Chargers against the 49ers. Like, this is like two teams that
I'm
have been...
off Sundays, I can watch the game.
They're underperforming, too. It's just like...
Yeah, but I feel like the 49ers, I don't think they're underperforming. I feel like they're losing close games.
Yes, I misspoke. Like, they're not playing terribly.
Well,
they're
no,
just
hold on.
getting...
You can say that the Chargers are underperforming. You could totally say that.
Okay.
I think there's nothing wrong with saying that the Chargers are under expectation. Because what are they? They're under 500, right? Oh,
Yeah.
no, they're 5-3. Excuse me. Watch. I'll beg your pardon.
Yeah, check yourself.
Okay, so something that's pretty interesting.
Okay.
But this is to unwrap in the statistic that we talked about earlier when they're home and away.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers are 3-1 away. The 49ers are 2-1 at home. But 49er fans, I will give them credit. They are fucking wild, and I think them, the Bills, the Chiefs, those guys are loud, and they're very good fans for their teams.
Yes. And also, it's an interstate rivalry, too. Like, they're not that far from each other. They can definitely...
No. They're not that. Like, so when the 49ers come to SoFi, they're loud. You're not going to see a whole lot of Charger fans going to Levi Stadium and making noise.
Okay.
But so let's look at who the 49ers have lost to. They've lost to the Bears, the Broncos, the Falcons, and the Chiefs. Now, if you look at who they've won against the Rams twice.
Yep.
The Panthers, and the Seahawks.
Yep.
So, now who have the Chargers played? They're 5-3. They won Raiders, lost to Chiefs, Jags, won against Texans, Browns, Broncos,
And
won
Falcons.
against Seahawks, and then beat Falcons.
Yep.
Man, this can easily be a toss-up for me.
I'm going Chargers. I like Justin Herbert.
I like them too, but their wide receivers were dropping every pass this last game. Did you see that?
I did. But I'm also
It
sitting
was
here...
hard.
Like... Because I grew up as a quarterback, I look more at the quarterbacks as, like, the leader of the team. And, like, that's who I'm usually picking. I am going...
But I feel like you can't always pick, like... There's some teams where you look and they're like, okay, the quarterback's not the one talking in the room. It's definitely somebody else.
No, I agree.
And I think for the Chargers, I don't think Justin Herbert's that guy for them yet.
No, definitely not. I mean,
young, good quarterback. I just don't see him being that locker room guy.
Yeah.
So I guess because we don't have a teams that we're gonna pick against each other with yet, I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
We do have a game that we're picking against each other. The Steelers Saints.
Oh well, I guess this will be our second one because I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
And then Commanders versus the Eagles. I'm choosing Eagles easy.
Yeah, easy dubs here.
If the Eagles don't win, I might kill myself on camera. I don't know.
Something that people point out is if you look at this back half of their season, there's not a whole lot of tough competition for them, for the Eagles. So this week,
They got the Commanders,
they got
the Colts, Packers,
Titans, Giants. I think the Giants can do it.
Giants and Titans. I feel like if Ryan Tannehill's back, Titans can give him a challenge, and then the Giants will give him a challenge.
The Cowboys, I think, can give them a challenge, but I still think that they can beat the Cowboys.
Yep.
But I think the Giants, and I'll agree with you that maybe the Titans have the best chance, but I think the Giants can really kind of knock them off.
And they play the Giants twice.
Yep.
So they got a potential 4 losses coming up. that are like actual like, hey, we need to be watching out for this game. Like this is a game to watch.
Well, I think the Giants their head coach is really good this season.
Yeah.
So maybe if they lose the first matchup, they'll watch a lot of film and they'll get him back on that second one, which is the end of the season one.
Yeah. Then again, like still, let's say they continue to be flawless this whole way through, and they only get one loss at the end of the season. They already clinched the fucking NFC.
So they'll probably be first seed.
They'll fucking the first seed in the NFC.
Yeah.
So they already clinched that. They already got the bye week. Like, who really cares at that point?
I don't see them going far in the playoffs, though.
I want to have hope. If like the Eagles are able to continue this win streak.
I mean, we'll see. We'll get into it once they.
No, yeah, definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Let me look at college football coming up for this week.
Nebraska is gonna lose to Michigan, I believe. The Wolverines.
Oh well, there's already some college games going on today, but they're like lower level D1. There were games on Tuesday? Damn, okay. Games on Thursday and Friday. Jesus fuck. Iowa State plays Oklahoma State on Saturday. I am definitely gonna be watching that on Saturday.
I was working, and then UFC promptly after that.
Yep. So I'll watch the Iowa State game. Missouri against Tennessee. I don't really see much coming out of there. Oklahoma, West Virginia. We did just beat West Virginia pretty well. Iowa State did.
Yeah, I have a coworker who's an Iowa State fan, but he's already looking forward to basketball season. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of checking out. He's like, I'm disappointed because me and him were talking about Matt Campbell, and I think he might be a little bit more of, and he's really good with sports. From what I've seen, I don't know if it's a underperforming, like, because he's saying that the Iowa State's underperforming. I just don't know if I see that from the games I saw. I don't ton of their stuff, but
my honest opinion on like the 4 games Iowa State have lost, 3 of the games were all from last second scores or poor refs, like fucking bullshit calls. And it's just like they either just had an unfortunate loss or they're playing against 2 different people or like 2 different like groups in one game.
Yeah.
There's only one game they truly lost. And I'm like, I can live with that game that they truly lost. The games the games I hate to see are the ones where they lose to fucking the refs and the other team, or like just a last second like field goal at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And when they played K-State, they had a last second 81-yard touchdown to finish off the game. I still think, again, for Iowa State, they have a young team other than one what is it? Other than one wide receiver, he's the only person that's experienced on the offensive side. Everybody else, all brand new to their positions, like being number 1 or the starter.
There's not a lot of leadership there.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that the quarterback has not been doing a good job at being a leader. Like, he's definitely stepped up to the plate.
But there's not a lot of, like, tenure in the experience role.
Yeah, he doesn't have the experience yet. He's definitely stepped up and just, like, is winging it. But he at least did the right thing, is stepped up. And he's only, I think he's a sophomore, too. So he's got another 2 years.
For me, too, I feel like Matt Campbell does a good enough job coaching that you don't really need a ton of leadership in the locker room, which
No.
I think is important overall. But I feel like Matt Campbell's a great coach, so.
And you can just say Matt Campbell's a great coach just by looking at his previous records, like his last 7 seasons. He's only had one season without a bowl game, and that was his first season as a coach.
Yeah, which I mean, how many first-year seasoned coaches are
Have a bowl game
going on
underneath.
winning
Yeah.
bowl games?
Yeah.
Yeah. Either winning bowl games or fucking going out and just doing amazing shit.
Yeah. And I just remembered why I said Alan Lazard as like a memorable name for the Packers. He played for Iowa State.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's not. He is like, I feel like he is probably his number one target right now, but he's just not doing well so far. Over their wide receiver coaches, man, you better hope that you get your job next season.
Oh yeah.
The drop passes, like, that's tough.
So going to Alan Lazard's NFL career, 2014 through 2017. His freshman season, 45 receptions for 593 yards, 13 yard app. What's up? Yeah, 20
playing since 2014?
in college.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. When did he get to the NFL? 2018?
He played a year in the Canadian Football League. So
Oh.
yeah, he's been playing in the Canadian Football League ever since he's gotten to the pros.
I feel like some guys do that because they're on different seasons, right? They're not
Never
playing
mind.
at the same time.
Sorry, as I was.
Never
It was just glitching out. It would like reload and make it seem like, but no, he's been playing in the NFL since 2018.
What teams? Is it always been Green Bay?
Yeah, always been Green Bay.
Huh. Okay.
I'll just break it
there's-
down, just because I have the bias of Iowa State.
Well, I think there's some wide receivers where they excel in that number one spot,
Yes.
like an AB or Cooper Cup.
Mhm.
And there's some guys that do really well when they're not the main focus, like Juju Smith-Schuster. Excuse me, Juju Smith-Schuster, or because he was terrible in the number one receiver in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Granted, like, he was old and getting up there in age, but
Well, like Juju's been popping off now that he's in number 2 in KC.
moved back to being the number two.
Yeah.
Yeah. The number 2 under AB was doing really well because AB would get all the harder kind of coverage, and then now with Kansas City is so hard. Like Stephon Diggs is a really good number 1 guy,
Yeah.
and then Aaron Jacober, he's just amazing in any position.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah.
Especially
Good.
in the downward dog.
He can't do hot yoga yet. He got some tattoo and they won't let him sweat.
Try not to sweat with it.
All right. I don't think there's much more to cover then. Let's just call this shit then. And
Okay.
I'll just get right into streaming after this done recording.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe next week I'll try to get some topics.
I'm also gonna try and get some more topics, and I plan on watching some more football.
I'll have some UFC to talk about this, and if you're watching
We'll
with me,
both
we can
have
talk about it.
we'll both have
Yeah.
UFC to talk about.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
next week should be a good week.
I'm
yeah.
I'm going to the gym. So I guess just text me or put it in the chat what you want the punishment to be, or maybe when you're in town we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll just figure it out when I'm in town.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Catch
have
you
fun
next week.
streaming, buddy.
Yep.